Welcome everyone. Thank you for tuning in to today's pick a card reading. I want to wish all of you a happy, vibrant, beautiful, blessed, and loving 2022. I hope this will be a great year for each and every one of us. That's why I also really wanted to do a reading for 2022 energies. I feel like there's such a big energy shift happening, so I wanted to channel in, and I thought I need at least minimum of 4 different groups because I'm reading for a lot of people and also for so much energy. So I've decided to connect them to a stone today. The first one is connected to a Celestite / Celestine stone. I have group number 2 that is connected to the blue Calcite stone. Group number 3 will be connecting to a rose quartz, and the fourth one, it will be connected to a green Calcite stone. Okay, that's also the way I will list them down below. In the description box you can find the timestamps, and I will leave them in the comment section as well, so you can find them down there. Take all the time you need to channel which deck you feel guided to choose. If you need more time, please pause the reading and take all the time you need. If you end up with 2 different decks, that's totally fine, because sometimes decks can get a little bit interconnected with one another. So definitely follow your intuitive guidance if you feel guided to do that. I guess I covered everything for the intro. I kind of just want to jump into the readings now. Let's do this. All right, I'll see you there. Alright, if you picked the first deck, then this is your reading. Let's tune in for 2022 for you guys. So overall, I do feel like a big theme for 2022, if you pick this deck, is shaking off the old and allowing the new to come in, but really grabbing it like, the bull by its horns, figuratively speaking. I feel it's a great year, and as well the center of your reading is Birgit, and Birgit is bringing back and lighting that inner strength back into you. It says move back into wholeness and recognize that you have the power. And I really feel that energy strongly when it comes to your reading, like you're reminding yourself that you have the power and you can make certain decisions, and that you are being guided, and that you have the ability to do more and to heal and to grow through the situation, and that you are ready to overcome certain old belief systems and ready to overcome certain manifestations that kept on manifesting itself into your life, like certain situations and circumstances you really want to break through. The wall needs to come down. That's an energy that I'm feeling. They're saying and they're asking of you, like, unleash your adventurous side and take risk and be daring. So taking a risk on yourself, investing in yourself this year is a very big theme, to not allow other people to take too much of your space that you need in order to make these changes and to overcome these obstacles. Because I really do feel, when it comes to some of you, you really are healing from a relationship that didn't work out, or maybe you lost someone. So I feel like it's an energy of missing, like something is missing. And this could be, like I said, by an existing relationship to break away and, like, to follow out of your life. Or this could be by someone that you recently may have lost, or quite some time ago, but you're still holding on to, not being capable of really putting it in a place where it can suit you or serve you. And I feel like it's a trigger, basically. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling a trigger energy with something. For others of you, it could definitely be a lack of self-esteem, or being really hard on yourself, a lot of self-criticizing, or just overly stressing on the how. All right, when it comes to manifesting things into your life, or wanting to, for example, build a company, wanting to change career paths, wanting to get into a stable relationship, all of the things that you have to come forward to in the world and to sort of attract to you, takes a level of confidence, takes a level of inner power, takes a level of feeling of worthiness. And that's exactly the thing that I'm feeling, is that you guys are stepping into a whole new level of feeling worthy of succeeding, worthy of love, worthy of stepping into the spotlight, worthy of doing the work that you're doing or that you want to start and begin doing. And that's an energy that I'm feeling for you guys. So they're also saying that this year will be a year where you take things to a next level. This can also be, I'm really feeling strongly that it has to do with your own inner healing and where you come from, the energy that you come from. It's also releasing a sense of guilt or releasing a sense of hurt, releasing a sense of disappointment or anger or anything that you're holding on to inside of you and that's taking energy from you, or that has grown into triggers that take energy from you on a daily basis. Maybe not daily, but definitely in some way, shape or form, taking energy from you. That it doesn't have to, that energy belongs to you, that energy can be used elsewhere. Throat chakra, very like not expressing yourself basically about certain things. So I feel that's something that could really change. Okay, so you have the card recovery as well. It's a big theme. I feel recovery is very divinely guided. They want you to step into a new space, a space of light, healing certain things, figuring out maybe there's certain things you have been dealing with when it comes to your physical body that actually comes from your mental body and your spiritual body not being in alignment. But you really are ready to get to the bottom of things because you want it to change. You want a different outcome. You want things to be better, and you want to attract new things into your life. And you're doing that. And by you working through those triggers and those traumas, or just overall coping mechanisms, okay? Like in life, we often just develop certain coping mechanisms with stress, coping mechanisms with hurt, with disappointments, and all those coping mechanisms add up to a way of being. And it's actually just responding to life instead of taking it back and actually wanting to send out energy instead of a response to. Like you sending out energy and the universe responds back to you, that's a different thing than you constantly reacting and responding to other people or lessons that the universe is sending to you. I feel there's some certain things that might have served you in the past for some time are now just too heavy to carry anymore. You don't want to carry the weight any longer. That's what I'm feeling. You see with the Devil, Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands, like you're just over. I'm hearing also Mr. Perfect or the perfect picture. Like the perfection is just a weight. Things can be so beautifully perfect when they're imperfect, when they're just developing out of good heart, out of good intentions, out of wanting, believing in yourself and allowing things to surprise you, the good things to come to you in the form that they're meant to, instead of wanting to micromanage things to be and in a certain timing, and then when they don't, they disappoint you, and then it's hard, and then you have to deal with all those emotions that come with that, and then it reminds you of something 10 years ago that let you down. And it's just a constant miracle round, is what I'm hearing, around of filling the weight. And I'm seeing that this all indicates ending of feeling a slave to your not being capable of being very confident in yourself, and be falling a victim to that because you don't believe in yourself. You're afraid to step to that. You're afraid to maybe ask for that promotion and really feeling worthy of that promotion and sending that out. And so you get the promotion because you're sending out that energy. It's like you fallen short in the things that you deserve because underlining energy was sending out like a lack of that, basically. And I feel that this is a year for you, and I don't think it's the first year where you are doing this inner work. It's not something new. It's definitely something on a continuous basis. I've seen that you've been working on this already. But I do definitely see that you're coming into a new phase of that, and by stepping into that new phase, you actually find that love and compassion towards yourself first, being able to see yourself through a new set of eyes, being able to approach yourself from a new way and a new energy, much more nurturing, much more patience, much more kindness and compassion. And with that, you're also capable of looking at other people that used to be part of these triggers, and you're defensive, quickly to respond. You want to get rid of that energy as well, and so you're releasing the weight of holding on to resentment or disappointment when it comes to a certain individual. You send them up on the way. You want certain never-ending cycles to just stop, and you don't want it to no longer hurt you or be any weight in your life or any obstacle, and you just want to send it up on its way. You just want to release yourself, cleanse yourself and wash yourself off that energy and that person. And it's so powerful because it will almost feel like you have no weight at all on your shoulders. And if you do have like back issues, like physical back issues, you see them lighting up this year by more and more, and you are capable of looking at people through different set of eyes. And here we have the beautiful eye card as well, and that's an affirmation from the affirmation deck that you got. They say, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Just love. And love overall is a very big theme for you guys. I would say in any moment I can surrender to the powerful presence of love through prayer, contemplation and stillness. Even if you are focusing on sending this loving energy to yourself, surrounding yourself with that energy, you see that other things in your life start to take on that same pattern. You see that people approach you for much more patience and calm energy that normally might actually just, be very sharp in the way they communicated with you. So you will be surprised if you allow it to do. They say this year it's really up to you how much you want things to like work out and manifest for you, and how far you can take this for yourself. Like, it's up to you. There are no limitations when it comes to your angels, the universe, whatever you feel guided to label it as. There are no limitations. Like, it's up to you. You choose whatever you want this year will go. If you want to stay stuck in this energy a little bit longer because you're just not ready to break that wall down, then it's totally okay with us. We'll do another round with you. But if you want to break free, we will send you the tools. We will help you out energetically to step into that space. But it's up to you. You choose whenever you're ready. It's what I'm hearing. So there's another card that indicates that level of forgiveness and moving forward with that energy. They're saying, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Love has no boundaries. And I'm not saying that you can't have boundaries with the people you love, okay, now. That's not what I'm indicating. But love can be transcendent in any type of energy. You can send out love to someone who's no longer here, and you can receive the same love frequency back. It has no boundaries, basically, and it has no boundaries when it comes to the amount of healing it can bring to your heart. I'm feeling a touch right now on my heart chakra. So that's just something I'm feeling right now. If you were touching your heart chakra just as we speak, then that was a specific message for you. But if not, it was just like, put your hand on your heart and just focus on the love frequency, like you're really being guided from the heart. And this, Celestite stone, it has two names. You see already, it's so special. This is an energy stone that helps you connect to with your third eye chakra, helps you connect and communicate with your angels, with your guides, whatever you feel comfortable with. It's like that higher knowledge, downgrading it in. If you have certain questions, if you don't know what to do, if you need some guidance, that you can meditate with a stone like this, and you will receive the guidance that you are searching for at that time. So it really has a strong connection to higher realms, and I feel that if you chose a stone, and it's also connected to you guys, you're capable of so much more if you allow yourself, to get out of your own way. There's no stopping you. It has no boundaries. Like, that's what I'm feeling. Like, you can do whatever, and that's some very strong energy I'm feeling. All right, I'm going to read a message from the book from you guys. I'm going to read very good. It says, your spiritual fire is growing within. Recognize that the power of your soul is greater than you think. You have come a long way since the beginning of your journey. There is a powerful force within you, and you have the ability to create wonderful changes in your own life and inspire those around you to do the same. Be aware of a new project, opportunities, and fertile ideas that can grow into something larger than you can ever imagine. Call on this fairy goddess Bridget to light the way ahead. Beautiful, light the way ahead. So, Bridget, Bridget, her name is Bridget, so that's a very powerful message, because like I said, I really do feel that you guys have the ability to step into a certain space where you can be energetically, by embodying a level of love and confidence and kindness and healing and all of those things for yourself. You will be able to inspire those ones around you. And I also feel if you are connected, like you are in a relationship in this year, then you can see the changes coming into your partner naturally. They will pick up on that healing and on that energy. They will start to look at you different, but also at themselves. You are each other's mirror. If you can change your own reflection, what they get back and see within themselves will also go deeper. And that with that, your bond deepens. I do feel that if you have had challenges in your relationship, if you are in one in 2021, I see them more and more clearing out. You coming in a way like a whole new level of understanding. That's also because you're releasing some of those triggers that used to enlight certain discussions or certain fights or disconnection from your partner because of those traumas or triggers, mostly. Sometimes it's not necessarily a trauma and then you get triggered by it. Sometimes it is you feeling like very insecure about yourself, and then someone says something that makes you feel more insecure, and then you get triggered by it because it rings like truth when it's not true, but your trigger says it's true. So it's almost shakens something within you because it like rings on the same frequency that you are putting yourself on when it comes to your vibrational frequency. All right, so I do really feel that it's capable to build something new with a partner. Like I said, like a new level. You see the 10 of Cups at the end, and then you have the Emperor, because you will do this. Like, you will definitely allow this energy to come forward, and you will be fierce, and like the way you make eye contact changes, and it's very powerful, and people start to pick up on the energy as well. But it's not because you are dominating people to respect you. It's like you're embodying a level of love, a level of kindness, a level of patience. It's just an energy you're holding, and people respond to that in such a admirational way, and it sparks and inspires them as well. So I feel if you want to sort of work in like the healing fields, or you want to do something connected to your spirituality or anything in that way, you are capable of really inspiring many souls. Like, don't get caught up in the details. Like, for example, You know, let's say you want to begin a YouTube channel, or you want to start a Patreon, or you, I don't know what you want to do, making reels on Instagram, and you feel, I need this camera, or I need this mic, or I need this, or I need that, and it's sort of a never-ending cycle of the things you're lacking before you take the first step. Take the first step, use what you got, and make it work. You know, just make it work for you. Because if you get out of your own way and that energy has no power over you, other things will unlock for you as well. A big theme for you guys as well are like roses and different type of flowers and stuff like that. You might actually have like a garden where you grow roses. I don't know if you do have that. Maybe some of you have like family that have like this rose bush, you know, where they grow roses in every year. If you not yourself have one, I know, for example, I don't have a rose bush myself, but I do know like my sister has one. I now, because I was tuning into, she has one all the way back in her garden, and it's very beautiful. Like it actually just goes up to the wall. Watch that bush as well, because it will connect to you on a spiritual level. That's what I'm feeling. And for others of you, it might be something else, might be other type of flowers that you feel a level of connection to. When they're starting not to do so good, maybe you have a certain plant in your home you have a special connection with. Nature is constantly communicating with you guys for some reason. I don't know why I'm got that so strongly, but see them flourish, see them sprout, see them grow, and it's because your energy is making them feel confident in themselves, and they're starting to thrive almost underneath your energy. That's something I was saying, and you do that for other people around you as well. You're the one who's making those changes. It's all up to you. It's not that you have to do everything consciously. You don't have to consciously have conversation with people and then make them change their ways. It's about embodying. And it all starts with breaking an old cycle with you and how you treat you. That's what I'm getting. All right, I'm gonna get, let's see, like after this, like what comes through. Ooh, there we go. Ace of Swords. Exactly. You're breaking through. You're beginning again and beginning new. Ace of Swords is saying no more. No thank you. No more. You're stepping out. You're speaking your truth. You're sharing the things. For some of you, it might actually just be a letter that needs to be sent out. Like you need to share what's on your mind. And you might actually be surprised by the response that you get. And you made it so big, you know, your mind made it so big, and it became this whole task and obstacle for you. But in the end, it it shows you once again that it's the right thing to do, to step into your truth, because then it can also prove itself to you that you are allowed to do that and you're worthy of that. Here we go. The World card as well, and it felt on recovery. Like you will step into this beautiful new beginning with your healing journey. Begin again. For some of you, you are healing after a okay, this is a personal message. It's not for all of you, but for some of you, there might be someone here who actually went through surgery for breast cancer, and you might actually recovered from it, or you are recovering from it, but you are in recovery, and you are turning this whole thing around in something so beautiful and positive for yourself this year. You're reclaiming your own femininity and the power of your beautiful genius body, and you are definitely healing on that level and reclaiming your own personal power, and not feeling like it's something that happened to you, but you're starting to see the gifts and stuff that it holds for you as well. And you can inspire so many people with that energy, with that frequency, the way you hold yourself so beautifully through this all, and it's just beautiful. So if that is your situation, then I applaud you for that, and you're gonna change many lives when it comes to that. So, all right, I'm gonna move on to deck number 2. But I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this resonated with you guys and it brought you something. Overall, I do see as well for you guys that love is definitely a major factor as well. So if you are single and you really are open and working on yourself in that way, you can definitely manifest something who's so in alignment with that energy and will treat you in that new way as well. So get excited for it, you know. And it's also might be someone that you wouldn't date maybe a couple of years ago, but now it feels like the right person for you and you've never felt better around someone. So yeah, I that's something that I'm really feeling. Okay, so please don't allow your old sense of self convince you that you're not deserving and worthy, because you are. And the world be so much more beautiful if you allow yourself to see that and feel that about yourself as well. All right, thank you so much. I hope to see you in my next pickle card reading again. Feel free to subscribe so you get the notification. Hit the like button if it resonated for you. And of course, feel free to leave a comment. I would love to read you guys' comments. Okay, let's move forward. All right, if you picked deck number 2, then this is your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. So basically, while I was laying out the cards for you guys for this year, I really felt a strong connection to the stone that came with this reading, and that is the blue calcite stone. It's very beautiful, often found in Mexico, but also the darker blue color that I have right here is mostly found in South Africa. So I don't know if you have a strong connection to one of those two countries, but it's something that I felt I needed to mention. Like it might be someone you meet that has roots there, or you might actually want to reconnect with your roots there. That could maybe, you know, be from your culture background, but it could also definitely be from a past lifetime. So there's something with those two countries that I feel strongly connected to you guys. So I wanted to lay that out on the table for you. Um, Overall, this blue calcite stone, it's a great energy transmuter. It almost like protects your aura, puts like a protection layer around your aura, so anything negative that wants to enter gets transmuted through the stone and will be transmuted into something more positive, or messages will come to you more calmly, or with more compassion. Basically, it also helps you transmute energy, the way you communicate with yourself and others. So I think that this overall would be a great stone to integrate into your collection. If you have connection with stones, you don't have a blue calcite stone, they're quite common, so they're not really expensive to buy, depending on, you know, where you get them, obviously. Just make sure that they have a good background and you choose them in person. I think when it comes to finding crystals, a lot of times we cannot get our hands on it, you know, from a store, and so we buy it online. It's okay, just double check how the energy feels when it comes to the website you're buying it. But I feel when it comes to stones like this has something so personal, like the shape and everything. It chose me. It just looked at me and was like, hello. So basically that's what I'm feeling, this energy. And why I keep on going about the stone is more because I get that you guys naturally possess this energy, being capable of coming into a room and transmute energy. But that sometimes also leaves you very tired after visiting a group of people. But they could also be like grocery stores or big malls or things like that. You might come home, have a headache, are tired, and so maybe energetically you've built up some resistance this last couple years, to even go to big places like that. You know, you might actually feel some resistance to going to social gatherings and things like that. You might not really know why, but it's because you, when you go there and you have places to visit with people, you're actually at work. You're doing your energy work while you're there, even if it's supposed to be like your birthday party or anything. A day off for you, it could feel like work, and it is, because your presence is actually transmuting energy. So Do listen to yourself when you feel the need to retreat that day, and it's possible. Just make sure you come and show up the moment where you also feel emotionally and energetically balanced enough to handle certain things like that. um, you also have green Tara, and every time, sorry, white Tara. You also have green in this deck, but because there's so much green, I'm just, it just comes through very strongly, the color green for you guys. White Tara is saying sensitivity, like you are becoming increasingly sensitive, avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and harsh chemicals. It's an Sometimes when we go into an energetic upgrade, so like there could be like your spiritual awakening, but you go to multiple different level of awakening. It's not just one for like a week and then that's it. You go through the ups and downs like the ocean, with the waves. But I do feel like you guys are coming into a stage, or have been in a stage, where you noticing it. You notice your body reacting differently to certain type of foods, or differently to certain type of environments or people or conversations and things like that. And of course, it's very hard to really pin down to like, okay, that's the thing. That's what I need to, that's where I'm responding to, because overall the situation we have been dealing with for quite a long time now is so loudly and can overshadow other things that might be going on with you, or certain things that you might need at this time. So do try and understand that it is energetically supported to retreat when you need to create space to recharge yourself. And you can recharge yourself in many different things. You can, for example, use crystals, use meditation, use like a salt water bath, use space and time to just focus on joy, not putting yourself in a situation where you have to use your mental energy too much on certain days. Connect with nature, go outside, do things that connect to the heart chakra for you, even if it's just a phone call with someone who's dear to your heart and you just can be complete self with. You can express your emotions, express yourself, things like that. Create space for that in this year. Also, what I'm feeling is that they're asking you, like Paul came through, and Paul always asks you to share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love is coming to you. And then again, it's connected to this stone. I almost feel like this is a representative of the type of person that I think, you guys are, or are having qualities of. This stone, like if you were a stone, you were this stone at this time. Okay, we transmute all the time. It also has like a very calming effect on your mind, and you are capable of tuning into your heart chakra and your spiritual wisdom and knowledge. And from that space, it really can stimulate like your creative energy and flows and ideas. And you might get ideas through dreams, for example. This type of stone can also really enhance your vivid dreaming. You might get some answers through your dream states. Like you might be asking right, like what's going on, maybe you're already a little further in the process, but I do feel at one point in your journey you're like, okay, what's going on with me, what's going on, what's happening. Nothing, like you're stepping into your highest form of yourself, and you're being guided with this as well. But I feel strong energetic protection around you, because you are you could be a water sign, you could be having a lot of water in chart, even if, for example, you are Virgo or a Taurus. I do feel like you have a lot of water qualities, so the qualities of looking at things through the eyes of compassion, of deeper level of understanding, of empathy, very strong, and really being that empath of understanding people by feeling what they're feeling, or on an energetic level wanting to heal people, just wanting them to see them smile, wanting to make them feel better. And that's an energy that I'm getting from this deck as well. Speaking about those ideas, I do feel you might have some really great insights of some creative ideas, some new projects that you might embark upon this year. Everything is very divinely guided, but you also have the great ability to make things happen for you. in like a big way. Like manifesting energy is like they're saying your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. And I wanted to read this message from the book for you guys because I really do think that there's some additional message in it. They're saying to you, Horus, you are connected to the universe and have the ability to manifest miraculous experiences. Your thoughts, your words, and actions are like magnets, drawing the energy that creates and cultivates your world. You have a stellar gateway chakra above your head, a vortex of energy that is influenced by your own energy. You can place ideas into this vortex and create what you are seeking. The universe also offers you guidance, abundant support, and healing based on your capacity to connect to it and to accept it. You have a real opportunity to further that connection now by sending prayers and intentions out into the cosmos. I think it's such a powerful message that comes with this card, because it's making you aware that you're not just here to be very sensitive to certain things and feel drained after meeting people. No, it's like you have, that is a side effect, yes, but it also comes with great ability to manifest things into the ether for you, to see things working out, to manifest abundance and healing. But you need to feel worthy of receiving it, and that strengthens the connection, like they said, like in the amount that you are ready to accept it in. And accepting things into your energy field, into your physical world, things you can smell, touch, feel, and see. Like, for example, finances and money, things like that. It's about the level of love that you're sending yourself. It is really energetically connected to that. It's like if you feel worthy of receiving financial stability or freedom and space to do the things that you love to do, that bring you joy and bring joy to others around you, or start a project that you really want because you just felt guided to do it, and if you love yourself, if you take good care of yourself, if you nurture yourself, if you say no, when you don't have it to give, those are all acts of love. Those are all acts of aligning with a place of feeling worthy of claiming that space for yourself. It has nothing to do with not being a loving, giving, empathic person. It's exactly offering yourself the same kindness and understanding as you offer others. And that sometimes is so hard, because you feel the necessity of the other person. And you don't want them to feel like not loved, but sometimes you make yourself feel that way, and you need to find the same level of importance of making yourself feel loved, seen, heard, and nurtured as you would love that for the person that is close to you or that you are working with, for example, if you do light work. All right, so they're asking you to take action upon these ideas that are coming in this year. You will get intuitive insights and hits, and they want you to take action upon those because they really are meant for you. You have the Magician card here as well with the Chariot, so that all that energy indicates that you have all the power and all the endlessly inspiration to create something beautiful and wonderful and magnificent into your life. Yes, that's the word. This is trust, and trust comes through also in this card that I have as an affirmation from the affirmation deck. It says, when I think I surrender some more. Okay, it has a very strong connection to one another, because part of allowing things to come in, you see how beautiful all of these things, you see the deer and the butterflies, and it's just it's beautifully surrounded by crystals as well. It has to do with having faith that it shows up, having faith that you are manifesting things, you put out the request, and then you allow it to come in. That's having faith in divine timing, knowing if things haven't shown up yet, but you have been putting in the work, you have been taking good care of yourself, you have not been self-sacrificing too much here and there, then you surrender, release the pressure of it has to happen now, because it has to happen this way, because it has to be that person, because it's like I surrender that whatever is in my highest good at this moment in time will come in for me. I am, surrendering to that. So when you think you surrendered to the divine timing, just surrender some more. Have faith in yourself and have faith in the universe. It will respond. It's always working. It's a law, like it is, like gravity is a law. And I always say gravity is always working regardless if you put focus on it or not. It's not like, the card starts to flow all of a sudden and everything in the room just starts to lift up to the ceiling because, it's just a random Wednesday morning and that happens sometimes. No, it doesn't. And if it does, you might need to check your medication. No, I'm kidding. It's like, because it's always working regardless if I'm really focusing on it or not. That's the same thing with manifestation, with sending things out. You are always sending energy out to the universe. You don't have to start to micromanage it either. But if it just comes from a good intention, you treat yourself from a good intention. You treat others from a good intention. And those are the things where you can, in a really big, outlined way, micromanaging it without really focus and micromanaging things in too much. That's the energy that I'm getting. So the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. The moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. If you do end up feeling lost or not really sure on your way, if you might feel a little down because something hasn't shown up, or you're just confused about something that has taken place this year, understand that you will receive the answers. You will. But approach yourself from a place of love and compassion. Align with love, and the clear direction will come to you. It will come to you. Because like I said, you're being so energetically guided by the universe, by your angels, by the guides, by God, whatever label you feel comfortable with. They're saying also as well, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and to heal. Your light can support others. That's the thing. It is a very important part. So it is a part of your journey. For example, back in the days, I used to be I'm workaholic, put it that way. It's really focused on the material world, of building things, making foundations and all of that, until years ago something happened. I had a car accident, and then my whole life turned around, and I embark upon my spiritual journey again that I have abandoned in my teen years, or close up to, and re-embarked upon the journey. And then things started to make so much sense to me. But now I am in a situation where I need to at all times serve my physical, my spiritual, and mental body. I need to make sure that I'm rested. I need to make sure that I am in alignment with myself. I need to take good care of myself. Like I said, eat well, drink a lot of water in order to do the work that I do. So it has its side effects, that you are more sensitive, then you have that sensitivity. And trust me, I know, my allergies, for example, I never really had any allergies. I always just have dust allergies because of my asthma, but not like, trees and flowers and things like that. And all of a sudden, the more spiritual and the more I started to work, the more sensitive I started to become to all these type of things. And it is a side effect, yes, but at the same time it helps you to remind you of the importance that you nurture and treat yourself in that way before you help others at the same time. So that's just something that I wanted to lay out there. Okay, let's focus a little bit on the tarot. We have the Five of Pentacles with the Nine of Cups and the Chariot. Understanding that to love, to nurture, to heal, to be there for someone, regardless if that is a romantic relationship or not, you have to fill your own cups first. Okay, so if you're feeling emotionally, physically, financially drained because you are in a certain connection with someone who just cannot get it together either, or there's just something that's happening and it's taking a lot of your energy because you're giving out of love and a person is not doing it on purpose. Or maybe they are, but some people really aren't. So you have that level of compassion for them because they can't really help it. But at the same time, you get depleted, you get drained, you're right there with him or with her there. So it's important to understand that you then focus on nurturing yourself, getting your own things together, creating the space, and not giving everything that you need in order to feel, balanced to the other person. Don't self-sacrifice in a situation in order to help someone. First, help yourself to help that other person. And sometimes it is by retreating and saying no. It's not that you don't want to help them, because you do. But sometimes you help other people by first helping yourself and then coming from that space. So they don't build up as well low frequency karma because they took things from you that they knew you didn't have to give but yet still took. That's another conversation for another day. But that definitely is a conversation. Just saying. The Chariot is here. I see you doing that. I see you releasing yourself of an old way of thinking. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person you're overgiving to, but I do really see like it was old, like focusing on everything you were lacking, and then you move your energy towards all the things you already have and all the things you received in this life. You're focusing on gratitude. Also, what I'm feeling is like keeping a manifestation journal, and journaling in general would be super beneficial for you guys because you need to keep that conversation going with your subconscious at times as well. Sorry, I had to drink something. So the Chariot and the Knight of Cups, it's like you're ready to take things forward. So I do see you coming from a new energy and you're bringing your cup of love into the world. You are helping people to releasing the old ways. I feel some of you are either working in the mental health field, like you might be a therapist or anything in that direction, or a trauma therapist, doing like it could also be something with hypnosis or something like that, and you're really ready to break down certain walls with people. Now what is important to you is that you have a stronger trust bond, or you build a stronger trust bond with your intuitive wisdom above on what your mind tells you what is, and focus on what is coming in, what is about to happen. I really do feel that you have the ability sometimes to talk yourself out of things that are really your gifts and are actually making you, pretty damn special, if I can put it that way. I do see that you're starting to grow and develop a new level of appreciation for all things that used to happen. Like I just told you guys about my car accident years ago. I felt very frustrated in the beginning because I felt like I did everything right, but another person made a mistake, and now I am in the situation. Now I have to relearn everything, and I didn't even do anything wrong. It's a mindset, But now years down the line, and I feel that time is up, time is up of being stuck in that energy. It's like it's time to step into your true essence. It's time to love yourself through a new position in your life. So you're being able to send that and embody that energy to others as well. Like I said, like I had to work through it, and now looking back, I feel so grateful for the experience because it took me to the deep of the deepest places so I can be reborn and now being capable of understanding people on a deeper level, because I was there, not because I wrote about it. It's like it's true life experiences that put you in positions to help. So yes, also those people like you and me are meant to help and meant to embody a certain level of energy, go through certain life experiences, not to haunt you for the rest of your life, no, to work, to transform, to grow through it, and to learn and embrace that, because energetically you're always protected. Just when you think shit is about to hit the fan, it doesn't. or does, and then it was supposed to be. Okay, let's move forward. Let's see what I'm gonna get some more tarot cards out. You have the moon in reverse. But I had a deck upside down. Okay, the moon. I'm wearing like embark the journey. You know where you're going. You just don't know exactly what you will find there. Look at this. Look at this. You know, wanting to just spread all over. That's your mind. That's literally your Eight of Swords energies. Like, but this could happen. What if that happened? And what if this doesn't work out? And what does that? No, we're not doing that right now. That's not the way we approach the unknown. The unknown is something, it is a clear pathway. You just don't know exactly what you will find at the end. But you are connected to as above, so below energy. You know? It is divinely guided. You're being guided by the light of the moon. So follow that. Here you go. Four of Wands. Exactly. So all the way up above, you find yourself actually victor over the situation. So I do feel that if you release some of the fear towards the unknown, and not allowing your mind to take a trip, you know, to talk you out of it, basically, that's what I'm feeling this year. And you have faith in your own abilities and your own tools and the things and the life experience that you have learned from, instead of feeling like afraid of it might happening again. If you learned a lesson, it won't. The moon with the Four of Wands, so a reason to celebrate. I see much more emotional and spiritual balance. And then you have the Devil that shows up. The Devil also showed up in the first deck, so I don't know if you connected to that deck as well. The Magician with the Six of Pentacles. Yes, you will have things to offer. One sec, because I need, yeah, the Five of Wands with the Six of Cups. Okay. I feel once you start stepping into this new energy of, like, you know, you're giving because you are starting to grow again, you have an energy to give and to other people, like these two here. You might feel that people are actually sort of fighting for your attention, or you might feel that you get caught up in an energy of, I'm not as good as them, I'm not as far as them, I'm not this or I'm not that, like comparing yourself to others. Don't do the comparing business. That's what I'm feeling. For others of you, you might actually have to break cycles this year with people who always only come around the moment that they see you shine again. It's very important to understand the intention of other people, and that just because you've known them for so long, or just because they're family member or things like that, doesn't mean that they can unlimitedly just take and constantly take your energy. If they're coming to you from a level of compassion and just letting you know, like, hey, I see light in you, like, look at all the flowers you have, like, I would like to add something to it, that's okay. You see, so allow people to show their true colors this year and treat them accordingly. Treat them accordingly. That's what I'm hearing. So, all right. I think overall, where are we at? We're at 26 minutes. That's quick. Okay, so yes, I'm gonna move forward with the third deck. If you are not watching the rest of the reading, then thank you so much for tuning in. Deck number 2 group. I really love and appreciate you guys present here, and feel free to subscribe so you can get a notification on my next pick a card reading on this channel. Sorry, on the next pick a card, like, you know, on this channel. And yeah, thank you so much. Feel free to leave a comment and also to hit the like button if it resonated with you guys. Thank you so much. Mwah. Bye guys. Alright, if you picked deck number 3, this is your reading. Thank you for tuning in. So while I was spreading out the cards and putting them in a position, the color purple was so dominant. Like instantly I saw the first card, you know, it has the robe is purple, and then you have the purple grapes as well. We have in all 3 of the same deck, we have the purple coming back from lighter into darker. Here we have purple, we have some light violets and purple colors and tones in the tarot, and then it also comes back in the other oracle affirmation deck. So I was like, okay, let me tune into the color purple for you guys. Overall, I feel a strong masculine energy. That doesn't mean that you have to be a man when it comes to your gender. You could be gender neutral, but you could also be a woman. But I feel like you're integrating some of your masculine traits, and it doesn't mean that you have to look very masculine or act on the outside very masculine, but I do feel that some parts of your masculine got, disconnected along the way, and I feel like you're reconnected to a part of that. You're using it to put things into motion, to take action upon certain things. And I really do feel when it comes to the color purple, that is connected to your spirituality, your spiritual insights, your wisdom, the connection you feel to your own spiritual journey and your intuitive guidance, basically. I feel that heightening. It also enhances the feeling of inner power, feeling that connection, feeling like, okay, I want to do this and I'm gonna do it. Like the go-getter energy is what I'm feeling. Your ambition, you might feel your ambition coming up more than maybe in 2020, 21. And overall, it's just a little bit of a magical energy. Your ability to attract abundance into your life in multiple areas, not just only financial abundance, but also just overall feeling a level of joy, feeling a level of motivation, and abundantly inspiration. So that energy is really what I'm feeling with this deck strongly. You do have a call to action coming in from the Commander Ashtar. He's saying, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. So I really do feel like there were goals that you've set maybe even a couple years ago or like months ago, and you want to put them into motion. Then this year will definitely be a year where you will step into that role. And they're also saying, like, lead by example. If you want to see the change in the world, it starts with applying those changes within yourself. And I feel that you will be a leader for multiple people by just simply embodying a new energy. You might be interested in a teacher type of student learning job. It could be really where you get your finances this year from, or you do like some side school tutoring or anything in that way. But for others of you, it really is about inspiring others by just them seeing the growth in you and them seeing you healing. Because I do feel that the disconnect of your masculine about having this beautiful, your feminine energy, bringing in the creative energy and freedom, and you express, to dive deeper into it, and then you have qualities of your masculine that's also within you that takes you to the next step, that feels confident to do it and to go for it and to just try it out. And that energy, there might have been a disconnect. You might have had ideas and all of it, but didn't really know how to put them into work, how to make them work for you, instead of feeling like you were lacking certain tools or things like that to actually make it work. I think it was also that belief in yourself, but you're finding and stepping into a place of power, a powerful position to be in this year, and that will definitely help you to put things into motion again. All right, let's take a deep breath, because I feel like I'm really high up in my energy as well. All right, because all of this beauty, connects to the rose quartz energy. I felt that you got hurt along the way. Your heart might have been disconnected. You might have felt unloved for some time. And it could have been by yourself. But I feel overall it was just so much conditions to you being able to be proud of yourself, or you being able to take something in or receive something with gratitude instead of feeling of guilt, like you shouldn't do that, like it's okay, like I don't have to, like not being able to just gracefully receive and take it in and allow someone to receive the joy of giving as well. So with that, I do see a change. I see healing of the heart, and then integrate a connection of your feminine and your masculine work together again as a team. Mm, Overall, I do see that you're in inspiration, so your feminine feels freer again. I feel like she felt like she had to um, hide or protect at all costs and not step out of the ordinary. Like you want to, you're not afraid anymore. I feel like you're healing that part of yourself, being afraid to hurt. Like if you want to attract a new relationship into your life, but you kind of been afraid of, what if they hurt me, what if they lie, what if they're not the real, what they're saying, what if they only here to take, what if I lose myself again, what if I lose my motivation, or what if I this, or what if I, repeating of old cycles. But I feel that this year, because you're restoring an energy of trust in yourself, and also with that, because you've learned the lessons, and if you find your pathway onto healing and you find that healing, you learn lessons, you break through karmatic cycles, so you won't have any, there won't be any purpose for you to attract a similar relationship in your life, so you won't. You will move on to the next phase and have maybe a healthy partner coming in, and that partner might be able to help you heal on other levels that could help you unlock some codes within you and some blessings that come with that as well. So trust in yourself and your ability to find to allow the right people in. I feel like you might lose trust in people, but also maybe a little bit in yourself, subconsciously, maybe not extremely conscious. So within the next few months, they're saying, like, look for the signs. The universe will be sending you signs. You are not alone. You're definitely being spiritually guided. Like, up until the readings that I've did so far, like I feel that very strongly for everyone this year. But they're also saying, like, peace, and peace is also a color. Like color of purple is also connected to peace, to inner peace and feeling stable. Like, it's also a color of stability. They're saying there's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. There's no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. They're letting you know that abundance and love and joy and prosperity is on its way to you. And this year you will see the changes. It will definitely show itself to you. Even if it's in the beginning stages, you'll see that within the next few months, and that's something, you start something and within the next few months you will see results happening for you. You might actually have multiple areas in your life that you put in some work, and then within the next couple months after that, boom, you got results. You eating the grapes, from the fruits. I'm gonna show you that. She's holding the grapes, and those are also connected to prosperity. So definitely connect. If for some of you, if you're trying to conceive a child, you've been working on this for quite some time, I do feel that it will be a year where it can definitely take place for you. Like, it can really happen if you're still on the journey and you have had like loss, and maybe that's the protection of the feminine, and I'm feeling on the lose of the masculine, because you have to surrender so much to it happening. You can definitely take certain steps in order to make it happen, but it's gonna happen always in divine timing. For some of you, you may have had some miscarriages, and I'm really sorry if that is your story. I understand how incredibly hard that can be. Nurture yourself through it. Like, give yourself all the space and time, but it will work out for you guys. It will work out beautifully. Once again, it's what I'm feeling, because a child will come into your life, even if it may not be true the way that, for some of you it will, and for others of you it may not be true the way that you are looking for right now. But in the end of the day, you will feel even more blessed by the way it will come into your life. Okay, so I also feel like, allow your imagination and your spirit, like inspiration, to just run freely. The Page of Cups is here to bring in the playful energy. Focus on things you can do, and that give you instant joy and just make you feel good, or that create a memory. Like, I don't know, for some of you, get yourself, like, if you have a Polaroid camera, get yourself some new things, parts for it. I don't know what the name is, and just put them in, so every time even if you just go out for a walk on the beach, just bring it, make some instant photos, some instant memories. Like creating memories will definitely help you to live more in the moment. Keep a journal, put those, little things in. Be creative with it. Any place in your life where you can add some more creative energy flow will bring abundant energy to you. Like you will have it in overflowing ability, like a capacity. The Ace of Cups is here as well. So definitely an energy. I feel for some of you, you're attracting someone in your life who's very artistic, who's like great writer or a great painter. Maybe that is you. And if that is you, then I feel that's something that's super like insanely close to your heart, will be dominant in your life this year at multiple moments in your life. Like you feel in like happiness, emotional stability, like that for some of us is already the greatest gift on the planet. Okay. Especially if you're dealing and suffering from anxiety and depression, if you can feel that emotional stability and just overall calmness, it's the greatest gift someone can ask for, and some of us have that already naturally within us, and then you're just already natural blessed, but count it as a blessing, you see. I feel it is hard for some of you to let go of certain old hurt, old pain, disappointments, because like I said, like I'm getting all emotional on the inside. Like I feel when it comes to my channeling, I'm emotional energy. Like it's something very close to your heart. It's emotional. For some of you, you're grieving over the loss of your mother or a mother figure in your life. Could be a father with a very strong feminine energy connected to it. It could be your grandmother, but I'm not going to go on and on about it. It's a mother figure. And it's almost like there's a moment this year where you feel, the really deep breathing and the, breathing out you can have after a long cry. And I feel that is symbolic for, okay, I think I'm ready again to try. I think I'm ready to try to take something new into my life. I think I'm ready with the crying face and all of that. I think I'm ready to work on giving this a healthy, long-term position in my life. I'm working on that. I'm willing to take a first steps. Like that's an energy that I'm feeling with a death card for some reason. You might have to say goodbyes to something because it's just the best for everyone involved, even if it's not the thing you want to do. It's the thing that needs to happen in order for other people to grow as well. So that's something that I do feel happening. If you're dealing with a court case this year, I see that you guys, if your intentions are pure and you know that you're standing in your right, you will definitely be supported by it. Just know that it could be some delays here and there. But I feel around the eclipse seasons and stuff, you will get some answers. You will get some forward movement in that. For others of you, if you're not connected to anyone, like I said, someone very artistic might walk into your life, and a person loves life. That's the way they say now. Love life. I love this energy. Look at him. Doesn't he sound like that? I love life. Yes, it's great. I don't know. It's just he is such a vibe. I cannot. That's what you're gonna say about the person. It makes you laugh. You're like, you're such a vibe. I love that. Like, I love that about you. Like, please don't ever change. Like, you make me laugh. You make me feel in the moment. You make me feel seen, and your jokes never make me like laugh any harder. So thank you for bringing such joy and light into my life. That's something I'm seeing some of you say, and for others of you, you will represent that person for yourself and others in your life this year. So could be both ways, but I do see if that person walks into your life, like that person who loves life, okay, and you're on your healing journey, and that person embarks upon, please be open for it. You can take all the time that you need, because this person has space and time. He is definitely content already in his life, doesn't need things to rush and to be quick if you don't feel comfortable with it, but at least keep a door open, so you can have a conversation at the doorstep, okay, and communicate, get to know each other. When you're ready to invite the person in, this could be literally or figuratively, figuratively or literally allow the person in, then do so. And I see a cup overflowing, so I feel like emotionally you guys are a really good match, like a real good alignment with one another. And they're saying here, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So I really do feel, once again, that purplish energy coming through. A little bit red. The red, red is also in purple. So that's that passion side of yours. Being open and honest about what your needs are, what you are aligning with. Being honest in sharing your conversation. Being honest in, or sharing your story. Being honest in where you went through and where you're going, and allow other people to feel inspired by your true authentic truth. You see, there's nothing sexier for someone just to be like, that's just me, I love, I'm just that way. Like this guy, it's like, oh yeah, well, I have blue hair, but I like it that way, it's fine. I'm getting a little gray, but looks good on me, doesn't it? It doesn't necessarily have to be a guy. I don't know, I'm getting that energy very strongly. Because you can meet a woman if you're a woman, you can meet a man if you're a man, you can meet both at the same time, you can meet someone, who is gender neutral. It doesn't matter. It's about the energy someone holds. I don't read gender, mostly, like I don't, at my channels, so. And I say channels because I have, of course, my other tarot channel here as well, and I do the same there. I'm always being asked to read that way, so I probably won't change it until I'm asked to. Okay, I also have this one, and it's a little bit more the calmness there. They're saying attack, pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation, like feeling not as good as, feeling better than, separation energy, are merely calls for help. Okay, so if you are out there sharing your story or embodying, and you getting maybe 1 or 2 negative comments from people who are being triggered, who are not ready to meet themselves in their authentic truth yet, allow to send love to people like that. You don't have to do it literally telling them, it's just understand that you were there and that you are now coming out of that energy, maybe in different levels, of course, but show compassion to yourself and show it compassion to other people, because you're being asked to, okay, by the universe, for all the blessings and stuff and abundance you will receive, they want in return for you to just send energy out, good vibrations and frequencies out to people, even if they're out to react and they're super triggered. It's okay, understand you're being triggered right now, have a nice day, and that's okay, and then move forward with the energy, because they will, after 5 minutes, realize that they shouldn't have done that, and then they will feel that energy from you, so they're able to actually see it and then change their behaviors. It's not always up to us. You see how it went out, the fire just went out, their fire will calm down. Let's light another candle, shall we? All right, I still have one here. That's not completely burned yet, so I will recycle that one. Let's see, because I need this light to be on. Yes, all right, that's great. All right, because I don't have that much tarot on the table yet, I do want to make some space for some more. Let's see how this story plays itself out. Anything else for Jack 3 people? See the L as well. It's wisdom. You gain wisdom. So I will talk about these cards in a little bit as well, because they're also really definitely connected to the way you're gaining wisdom in this life. 9 of Wands. Yeah. Six of Cups, and then the 7 of Wands. So what I do see is that some of you may have a childhood dream, a long childhood dream, and you've been really putting in energy and time to make that work for yourself, but you're feeling that maybe it's not for you. you know. And I feel like the moment when we break like that, almost about to be on the breaking point, something miraculously happens, because we're feeling like we're surrendering to, if I don't know what to do anymore, like I don't know what to do to try to make this work. So if it's meant to me, it will come to me, but I'm gonna take a break. And then often you get your breakthrough moment, you know, or something else will show up in your life because you're opening up a door for something in alignment with you to come true. For others of you, I feel that you might actually been hurt by people in the past, and now all of a sudden they want to come and apologize to you. You might find yourself with people coming back from the past this year. Yes, because they're picking up on your new frequency. They're coming from a place of love, though. I don't see that they're coming with really bad intentions, but you might actually turn your back because you got your mind on so many things and you feel, I'm not ready to open up to that energy. Let me see if I can get one more card on what the advice will be for that. One more card, please. Thank you. You have the Chariot. So definitely you're focused on your goals. That's why you don't have to carry the weight of holding someone at distance. You can just allow them to apologize, take it in, say, listen, it's okay, but I have so many things going on for me. I'm focusing on that. I wish you all the best, and I'm sending love and light upon your way. It's okay. Let's just, put it in the past and let's both move forward. And then you're moving forward. So that's the thing. If people show up, it's not only for them and you have to give them something so they can be at peace. No, it's like literally allowing yourself to release it. And, so that your Chariot, the one that you're getting on, the one that you're moving forward on, the one you're taking, walking your talk with, writing your talk with, basically, that becomes lighter. And that's where it's serving you, it's serving both of you. You're ending energetic cycles this year. So yeah, you will see signs as well around people, so keep your eyes open for the signs at all times this year, because it will guide you strongly. Also, the color purple will be strongly dominant this year. Okay, what else? What is that? One more card. So I do see you really are overcoming, like what you set your mind to, really set your mind to, really putting in the energy, really putting in the effort, and just in the go-getter vibe energy, you definitely have great chance of succeeding. Look, Ace of Pentacles together with the Eight of Cups. You're healing and you're removing some of the emotional weight, and the Ace of Pentacles here as well. But again, with the Eight of Cups as well, is that you will have moments of reminiscing. You have moments of like, okay, I am trying, I see the signs, but I'm not seeing things manifesting. And the moment that you are taking a moment and taking a break and just connecting to your own emotional body, like where are you? You cannot forget about, because like I said, the masculine is very dominant. Don't forget about the feminine. See is your never-ending source of creation, and like your heart basically of everything. And yes, you need your masculine as well, and has a beautiful role as well to play this year, but don't forget about the feminine. So sometimes tune in with the moon. I think the full moon and the new moon are great moments for you to tune into your feminine energy and to allow her to speak to you, because she will definitely send you the right guidance, and you walk straight up in the Ace of Pentacles. What I am. Okay. Let's focus a little bit on this, because I did have a card I wanted to read to you guys. I picked the Higher Learning card to read for you. All right. Extended message. You have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you, and are preparing for transition or inner ascension, where you will move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sectum of your heart and your soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols and signs being sent to you from the universe. There is saying it, and another deck, completely different deck, is saying it to you as well. Look at the signs that the universe is sending to you. There's a sense that you are now able to focus in on a new day and offer greater light to the world. One sec. Sorry. Master Desek and his order are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. Beautiful, because that spiritual wisdom is interconnected as well to that color purple. So it's very strong. Beautiful. Okay, so these are the messages that I'm getting right now for you guys. Yes, definitely. Also, once again, it's like happiness is your purpose. Happiness is your purpose. Happiness is your purpose. That's something I wanted to tell you guys one more time. So yes, that's definitely it. That's a reading. Please feel free to subscribe to this channel if you want to watch the next pick card readings that I will upload here. Feel free to, of course, really appreciate a like on a reading, and leave a comment if it resonated for you and what resonated for you. And yeah, feel free to come back to this reading like throughout 2022, because there might be something in that you forgot, or that you have to listen to again. Like, great thing with spiritual things is that repetition is key. So anyways, I'm not gonna ramble too long. Thank you so much. I really truly appreciate your presence here, and I'm gonna move on to deck number 4. Alright, deck number 4, welcome to your reading. So basically, while I was spreading out the cards and everything, I really felt the guidance to follow the stone that I picked out for you guys, and I've picked out the green Calcite stone for this reading. It's a very strong, powerful stone. It reconnects you to your heart chakra, and it helps you healing the connection and the trust bond you have with your own heart, and the guidance that you can receive from that. As you can see, when I chose the stone, it was because we had like these triangles, like moving upwards, basically, integrated into it, and it has like all kinds of pyramids or triangles, pointing upwards. And I really felt that that is like the connection. It's like if you place it on your heart, it moves outward. So coming into the world, sending energy out from the heart. That's energy that I'm feeling for you as well this year. It's a great year of reconnecting to your own heart chakra, also with nature. Like, it's a very powerful stone. It helps you reconnect with your essence, like your nature, basically. So that could definitely be your roots, your culture, and all of that, but also nature in general, like the healing abilities nature has to offer us. And even if it's not only like on a physical level, definitely also on a spiritual and on a mental level. So what I feel for you guys this year is a major year of reminding yourself of your own worth and your own self-worth. What do you deserve? What are you worthy of? And making and stepping into new spaces into your life accordingly. So it is a year definitely for making decisions. Like a number 4 year allows you to make certain cuts, make certain changes, step into something new, dedicated to that. Like, you pick something and you work with that. So that's definitely something that I'm feeling coming from your reading already. It's also a year where you're being guided to step into an assertive space, meaning that if you know that that's what you deserve, be assertive. Like, don't let people take you off your course too quickly, or allow other people to downgrade your belief in yourself and in your dream or things that you want to reach this year. As long as you have that clear frequency and a clear connection to your own heart chakra, and your heart is telling you to do something, and it's the right thing for you, and you don't necessarily hurt people on purpose with making those decisions, then please follow that guidance. It will get you very far this year and moving forward. We're starting off with the Saint Germain card, and that is karma releasing. And as you can see, you have like this grid behind him of the triangle. You have the all-seeing eye, you have the moon, and then you have the sun. You have the masculine coming in, the north node, the south node, and that really is all integrating. It is the emotional body, the physical body, and then the mental body, basically all working together once again in that triangle frequency. I'm going to put it a little bit closer so you guys can see where I'm actually talking about. That's what I'm seeing right now. You see all points are connected. He is saying move beyond drama. Create your own path. Make room for good energy. So things that give you a sense of joy, things that bring love into your life, bring colors and fulfillment basically to your journey. Things that simply make you feel good, regardless if it's like getting flowers into the house. Like even if it's just every month you buy yourself some fresh flowers, like integrating it into your life. Make room for good energy. It doesn't always have to be that you're necessarily addicted to drama, like people like to say, like you're consciously making decisions that towards people that are bad for you, and you're like, I just like bad boys, what. It's not that. It's like sometimes we have so much worry, or we spend all the time and energy in like what could happen, like what if this or what if that, and then there's hardly any space to allow things to just take place, or to just have some faith, or to have some joy, as if you feel like you constantly have like 180 things on your to-do list and you don't have time for making fun, or you don't have time to just feel free and go to the beach and be. They're really asking you to be assertive, like make those spaces for yourself, even if it's just like 5 minutes a day in the morning, for example. Integrate it into your morning routine. Now it's me time. It's me reminding me that I'm worthy, that I am abundant, and that I got this today. Like to just remind yourself that you are worthy of the things that you're working for. And so you're calling them in. Once again, why I feel that pull so much towards the stone, because it, like I said, it helps you find healing and reconnection to your own heart chakra, is because they really want you to step into that space and make your own decisions, and they're guiding you to, like, they are applauding you for every assertive, or inspirational idea you have, and you want to go for it, and you want to do it, and you want to make it happen for yourself or for your family. Go for it. All right, you have teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call. Don't let anything stop you. So once again, I feel it's connected to one another, because when you make space and room for positive energy, for positive thinking, for upbuilding conversations, like the inner conversation you have with yourself, it will help you to step into a space where you can do what you're being guided to do, and that is being an example, and step into it, a space where you feel worthy of sharing your voice. Maybe you want to be a motivational speaker, for example, but you have very stage fright or stuff like that, and this will be a great year for you to work through that, like see where it comes from, like allow your heart to guide you to the answers, and so you can actually do something with those answers, and make it work for you. And then it might just end up as just a story. Once upon a time, I had very bad fear of failure and stage fright, and I really wanted to do this work, but I couldn't, because I was so paralyzed by standing in front of people. And now I work through that, and so it becomes a story to tell, a moment to share, and it becomes inspiration to other people and motivation to yourself. So you have Green Terra, which is funny because I earlier mixed her up for White Terra. I think it was in the second deck that I did, and now she's showing up in a completely different deck, and she's still here. So you might actually have been connected to deck number 2 as well. Then she came out anyways. But you are protected, Quartz are being caught, and move beyond limitation. Trust. Feel trust in yourself. Once again, it's like a major key from the triangle, but that comes from building yourself up, creating the space to love yourself, and creating space for yourself also helps with that. One sec, because the cat really wants to get out, so I'm gonna let the cat out. Okay, I'll be right back. You want to go out? You want to go out, mi amor? Come, you can go. Come on. All right, I'm back. He's happy now. So basically, that's an energy that I'm feeling as well. It's like, the trust bond grows there. And to trust that you are being protected as well is automatically connects back to you feeling worthy of protection, so you can trust in the fact that you are receiving it. Happiness is my birthright is the card that you got. Like, honestly, this is the year where you get closer to understanding that you can actually, for example, work to live, not live to work, or that certain things are just not meant for you. Your happiness is your birthright. So that's a very powerful message that comes through. Like, this year you will come closer and closer to understanding what that actually means for you. I'm gonna read the message from Green Tara from the book, okay? You are safe. Protection is all around you. The worst is behind you, and you are ready to move beyond the challenges that were set out for you. Cords are being cut between you and your past so that you can feel energetically clear and aware. Don't worry about recalling fearful experiences. They aren't going to be recreated now. Just acknowledge them and leave them behind so that you can step into a space of spiritual and personal freedom. Green Terra has placed a force field of complete love and acceptance around you. She is here to tell you that you no longer need to build up walls around your heart, and it's safe to trust what you feel and who is in your life today. That's so powerful. Really love that message, because once again, it is about healing the connection with your heart. And in order to do that, you have to break down the walls. Sometimes it is nice to have like this protection wall around you, especially if you go through a period of time in your life where you kind of are just surviving and you're getting through it. But once you are through it, a lot of times we forget to remove that protection and allow ourselves to really experience things fully again as well. And then you can become into a cycle where things are just there and you don't really feel connected to it. So it's about trusting yourself again. And they say it's safe to trust what you feel and who is in your life. So I definitely think that this year you will make a big change with how you live your life. Like on a daily basis, like how much you allow things to affect your energy and how much you feel like you have to be very protective. Some things you can just let it be. It's like I'm protected, so I don't need to be out there, letting everybody know that they can't come close. Like, it's okay if I don't feel the frequency. I trust in that. If I do feel a certain energy and it feels good, I trust in that as well, because I'm healing, and that means that I am being surrounded by a new sense of energy, so I can trust who is coming into my life, that I can make the right decision. So that's really strong, powerful message coming true. So you also have do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So definitely a lesson of healing, and something else that comes in and will teach you something about you. But once again, it's important for you to have that connection to your heart chakra, to knowing what feels right. They really want you to follow what feels right to you. And in order to do that, you have to break down those walls and open your energy up again. They're also saying create an altar or visit a powerful place to connect with the divine. So you could make like a little altar, like, even if it's, for example, a photo of one of your ancestors, and you can maybe, meditate to that, allow our energy to come in. But you can do it in many ways. You can do it with crystals, you can do it with incense. You can actually have like a little space in the garden with certain type of flowers. If you sit there, you can just really connect with your divine place, with the divine in general. And it's just, you're being guided to make those spaces for yourself, like create space in your life for those spiritual practices, so you can rejoin the journey with your heart open, not only for other people, but especially for you, a level of happiness that you can receive from that. All right, let's move into your tarot a little bit. You have Strength in the Ace of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So you are overcoming something fearful. I do, for some of you, you had like anxiety, social anxiety maybe. And you are overcoming, feeling like you always have to serve to that. Like first you have to feel safe, and then this, and then you need to know the person, and then like all these things you have to go by before you can actually go and do something. Or some of you had to over excessively, like your hair had to be perfect in your outfit, and it has to be this, and then you need to bring this in the car, and that, and the hand sanitation, and the this and the that, and it's just so much that just even going out to the park felt like such a strong burden. You know, like it can feel so heavy if you have to constantly mentally be so conscious about everything. So I do see that you overcoming that, and you are allowing the fear to be there. You thanking the fear for serving you and wanting to protect you, but you are also allowed to say, I no longer need this level of protection, but thank you. And I'm moving you, you know, I will show you that I can do this. I will show you that it's safe. So have conversations with that inner fear of yours as well, because it will stay part of you. It just won't be as loud. It's allowed to join in, but no longer rule, you know, every single direction and everything that you do. All right. So the Ace of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups. You might actually, for some of you, you might actually make the big move this year. You might actually move in with someone, or change just, you know, where you're living or how you're living. That's mostly it. I feel for some of you, it's literally your physical home that you're changing, and also the situation that it's at. For others, it's really like your physical body that you're changing and evolving this year. You're making a commitment to, for example, do starting Bikram yoga or something, and it can really lift up your flexibility in your physical body, but also really in your mental body. Like sometimes it helps you break through certain fears when you work with the physical body, and will help your emotional body at the same time, and vice versa. So I do see something coming towards you in that direction. I see offers of interest. So if you are single, or if you're not single, sometimes someone just shows interest. It doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong, because it's not up to you, you know, unless you're very extremely flirtatious. But I'm not here to put judgment on that. Let me drink. And so they can just show interest. I do, however, feel that it's important to be confident in allowing your inspiration, but your fantasy to come forward a little bit, like your childlike energy, like your romantic side. Like maybe you already had like this crazy idea, like I don't know, you wanted to rent a place or something. I don't know, and then you just want to put it full of crazy things. I don't know, like I'm not gonna plant any ideas in your mind. I'm allowing to, if you have like a crazy idea, this might be one of the years where like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. It's just fun. Like I just had this idea, like I had this thing on my bucket list since I was 18, and now I just want to finally do it. Like I got the financial resources for it, or I have the time for it now. Like I'm just gonna do it. You know, some of you, I'm feeling as well, like you really are changing your hair like completely different. You know, you're taking the risk, you're being playful with it, and I do really see that it's working out for you very well. However, for some of you, I'm hearing like your hair will grow so quickly this year. It's almost like you're going through this transformation while you're, you know, allowing new energy to come in, while you're viewing yourself different. You're starting to look different. That's an energy I'm feeling. Some of you, you feel like your face is getting more feminine features again. You know, a lot of times we don't really notice it until we look in the mirror and like, I look different, you know? And for some of you, it's actually your feminine coming forward in your facial features. It is possible, okay? Don't argue with me. Es es posible. Okay. A year from now card came in together with the be assertive. So I feel like a year from now, which kind of what we are reading right now as well this year, you will see that you have connected so many dots, and you are actually already on the pathway of connecting dots for other people as well, making the changes. And people have light bulb moments around you about a year from now, basically. What is also coming through is the more energy and intention I bring to my fate, the more fearless I and free I am. So it is definitely connected to trusting in yourself. The more energy and intention I bring to my fate. All right, so it also is, for some of you, it's literally like a religion, but other of you, it's more your spiritual religion. You know, sacred space, an altar. The more energy you put there, the more you will start to get more inspiration, feel more confidence in trying different things, and just overall, it's just so much things I see flourishing for you guys. I feel this is a very strong image that I'm getting for you, for your reading. Like, you know, see her, like, she's beautiful. Her energy is so pure as well. I feel the energetic energy, but also just the flowers around her, the delicacy, you know, and the ability to put energy somewhere and another space, like the flowers will start to bloom. You will see the results of the work that you put in. All right. You move from the Four of Wands into the Five of Wands. I feel the more you are flexible and allow things to come in and surprise you as well, as long as you are energetically in alignment with it, the better your experience will be this year. If you focus too much on, like, it has to be this way and it has to work out on that date and I need this to be fixed and I need this like that, you know, might set you up for disappointment, because you are not meant to get it in this way and then like that, because that's a mental pressure you put on it, when the universe is like, yeah, but you can get so much better, like, we're on the right track over here, and now you want to go left, like, what are we doing? You know, so the more you allow that to come in, the better you will feel. Allow your inner child to come forward, because this is just this energy, you know. I'm seeing, like, if you going back too much to the to-do list and bringing all the things you see, like, your car is getting fuller and fuller, or your handbag with all kinds of things, like, I don't know if I need it, but I'm just gonna take it, and I don't know if I need this, but it's nice if I have it, and it's like, yeah, it's too much. Okay, you will notice yourself doing it, and it's just feel heavy. So when you start to feel like heavy and you have to do things, then you know that you put your energy somewhere where it started to leak and it wasn't reciprocated back to you in, like, form of inspiration or feeling loved or feeling joyful in general. So notice that. Okay, be conscious of that, but also be conscious of people who want to put you back in this position, because you're no longer there, you are here. And look how beautiful these cards go with that. The more fearless and free I am. And then happiness is my birthright. That's the energy I'm feeling with the Sun card. So very, 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 very powerful reading so far. I feel it. I feel it in my chest. Where's the deck? I have to find the deck. I'm so sorry. Here we are. I had all the other decks there, but I remember I didn't have any space anymore, so I removed your guys' deck from the from the table. But here we go. Let's see what the tarot has for you on top of what we already have. Any additional message? Here we go. You have the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. The Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. If you allow things to happen naturally, if you go with the seasons changing, you know, if you're so flexible with things just, you know, growing and changing and being flexible, like the seasons, like the nature is flexible with the changes of the season, like you never see trees like holding on for dear life to their leaves. Like they're just like, no, it's okay, because I know it's going to come back and I know it's going to serve me again. You know why the trees release a leaf is because the leaf are nurturing to the tree, and once the leaves are no longer capable of being nurturing, and they're starting to take up too much space, basically, they release the leaf, because they know that if they do, and they have faith, and they just naturally do, trees just have that level of ability, you know. In springtime, new come, and the new leaves that will arrive will be full of nutrients again for the tree to continue to exist and grow and thrive. So sometimes I do feel like, you know, it's a little rude, but it's okay. It's just like, I don't need you anymore. You're not serving me anymore. Goodbye. You know, I will get a new person. I will get new leaves in the spring. That's a little bit of an energy I'm feeling. It's kind of a little bit self-serving, but it's not, because the tree has a major purpose. It needs to provide clean air, oxygen to all beings alive on this planet. So it knows that in certain areas it has to take some from the leaves, you know, in order to give again. That's energy, okay? That's the way that I planned it in my mind. It was like, okay, then okay, it sounds a little bit less dramatic. And it actually is, you know, the right thing to do. So, but again, once, you know, connecting to nature, the stone, it's about learning to accept as gracefully as nature allows it to be. So I had a conversation about this with one of my people from my other channel, and she said as well, like, we were talking about the energy and the winter energy, basically, and having a hard time really easing in and accepting the fact that the season, you know, just doesn't come with vibrant energy, and you just kind of have to nurture and kind of have to wait. And I said as well, it's like, we would be best off, you know, it would be so beautiful if we were naturally programmed to go with the seasons, and we kind of are, but we're living in a society, and mentally we're not living in that reality. The same things are expected of us in summer as in winter, you know, when it comes to showing up at work at a certain time and being all of that. It's not like I can just go offline for like months and months and months and accept it to just all be well, like you know, certain animals go to sleep for a couple months. But anyway, I feel like I'm rambling, and I don't want to get into that energy too much with you guys. You have the Eight of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. It's like when you allow things to change, because that's where I started to talk about the seasons changing. It's like, allow it to go around, allow it to, so each and every season will serve you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so don't hold on and cling too much to things, because it will keep on giving. It will keep on giving you. You know, and as well, you see, they're all just journaling and reading, and just like keep on journaling, because a couple months from now, you know, and a year from now, you really want to read back certain insights that you're receiving around this time or in a couple months. Like, continue to just write things down, having certain insights, but sometimes you can have insights while you're actually journaling or while you're writing things down. I got that for another deck as well. I guess it was deck number 3. But it doesn't matter. It's just generating over, you know, in general, is very good this year. All right. Whew, I'm so sorry. My energy was super hyped in this deck 4 reading. But I guess it's just the energy I'm feeling. Like your heart's starting to really just pump out of your chest almost, in excitement, in good energy. So if you're not feeling that right now, that's something that's coming to you this year. And I'm super excited for you guys. I really, really, really would love to hear about your journey from this year. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. Like, if you you know, would love to hear more pick a card, or, you know, join into more pick a card readings from me in the future. Leave a like if you, you know, resonated with this reading, and let me know in the comments which deck you chose. I'm sending you so much love and light, and yeah, just go get them this year. Like, you got this. Just listen to your heart, okay? And once again, this was a green calcite stone. It might be beneficial for you to add one to your collection, or if you have one, recharge it with this beautiful full moon that's coming up, and wear it with you. It will be very beneficial. All right, have a nice day, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.